3 and 2. This is like lethal already. I know this is crazy. The opponent would have to roll double 3s to survive. Again, it's 5, 10, 3, and 2. Look at this play, guys. We're just ignoring the Triceratops. I don't care. Do I look like I care? In fact, this is guaranteed. Yeah, it's guaranteed. You can't even roll double 3s because the drone engineer grew both of these cards. We don't even need the gadget hit face anymore. And that's that! What's going on, everybody? This is Fry. So today we are doing the Professor Brainstorm Science deck. This deck is simple and extremely effective. I've definitely been testing this and perfecting it offline before the stream. Really excited to show you guys this deck. It looks like a regular normie science deck, and it sort of is. The way that you play this is you actually just spam a neutron imp on turn 1. If you're against Solar Flare, you probably want to save this, maybe even Nightcap, because they are very good at removing little 1-cost 2/2s and making a good trade on those on turn 1, particularly Solar Flare's ultimate, Nightcap's ultimate. But generally, you can spam Neutron Imp on turn 1. You're definitely mulliganing for Drone Engineer. This is one of the engines of the deck. Very good stats. And on turn 3, very often, you're really just going to be spamming Wormhole Gatekeeper. Now, you typically don't want to be playing zombies where you're just throwing a zombie in again and again and again. But there are a lot of like Forget-Me-Nots and Black Eyed Peas, and that strategy is very good against the anti-trick is when you're spamming minions. You have a lot of options in this deck to not play like that, though. So that is just one way of playing the deck is spam, spam, spam. You make a combo play on turn 4. It can be a 2-drop plus a true drop. You have a lot of ways of buffing your science cards. Meteor Z is going to be giving anything 2 attack. The Sugary Treat will be giving it 3/1 stats. And you're setting up for a big gadget scientist. If you can grow your cards big enough, this just does so much damage on the board. All the minions in this deck are science cards, especially if they have extra attack. You know, and Bullseye, like even just a teleportation zombie. If you add a Sugary Treat to this as 4 attack, it gains maybe 1 more from a Drone Engineer. All of a sudden, that's like 5 Bullseye, and then another 5 Bullseye again when you play Gadget Scientist. Really effective. The cool thing about this deck is that if you don't get in enough damage in the early game, we have a very effective late game finisher, and that is going to be Helicopter on turn 6, and then you play your Gadget Scientist on turn 7. Helicopter will do 6, and then do another 6 once you play your Gadget. Making this do a bonus attack. If it is in a Meteor Z, it's then going to be doing 8, so very effective card to be teleporting into there. So we're running 4 Bungee Plumbers and 4 Fruitcakes, and you have just a bunch of like complementary cards. You have to sort of play smart and look at what your opponent's going to do and know when to play proactively and when to play reactively. I feel like that is the key to this deck. I'll be explaining that more as we actually get into the games, but you're usually, again, always looking for a combo on turn 4. Very often on turn 3, you're looking for a combo. You play a 2-drop, then the next turn you play 2 plus a Bungee. Again, obviously depending on what your opponent has on the board and what are their strong plays that turn.
Hell, put them in all your decks, even zombies.
There is a play that you can do on turn 3, which is just Neutron Imp. It does a bonus attack every single time you play an environment. And then you just play this environment underneath it. It does a 4 damage bonus attack. So Neutron Imps can very often absolutely take over the game with this deck because, again, you have very cheap, effective, strong bonus attacks with the Meteor Z. Otherwise, just a science card that is cheap and it grows from your Drone Engineer and does more bonus attacks from your Gadget. You can definitely even give a Sugary Treat, too. Very often on turn 4, the play is going to be Sugary Treat and Environment, which will effectively make your Neutron Imp you had on the field from the turn before do 7 damage bonus attack, which is ridiculous. Let's get right into the games, and here we go. And we got some bets. We are in, of course, I'm in Minneapolis, so you can see the background looks very different. I'm streaming from just a random bedroom in my parents' house, visiting them for the holidays, kind of caught the end of the, right after the holidays, actually. We are gonna do... We're going to do 10 games today, so if you think this deck will win 8 games out of 10, vote yes. 7 games or fewer is going to be an over here at the live stream, twitch.tv/Prime Up. You got 5 minutes to vote. And here we go. You always mulligan away your late game. Usually Gadget Scientist. You can keep Gadget if you have this amazing curve, the other 3 cards, but you kind of always get rid of Helicopter. You'll draw into them. You don't want them sitting in your hand for 6 turns, making your plays less efficient. This is pretty good, though. do we need the teleportation zombie here? We have 1, 2. A drone engineer would be better. It's nice to have a play. I'm gonna keep it. Not an easy card for Wall Knight to deal with. So in this situation, I'm gonna spam Neutron on 1. Opponent doesn't have a, there's no superpowers to take it out. They could have a Galactic Cactus or something, but otherwise, this sets up a really, really strong play for turn 2. I mean, it did 2 damage and it'll be doing 4 now.
Hey,
So we are gonna
this
pass
is the
here
first
and
time
try
in a
to play
while
again
that I'm watching one
reactively.
of your streams. I think you know what that means. More of my autism. Yay. But in all seriousness, you're awesome. And you should stay.
Thank you so much. Wait, I'll read the rest of the message. It's Trent. All serious, you're awesome, and you should stay exactly that. Thank you so much for your kind words. So we make the really good trade with the environment, and then 4 damage on turn 2 is harsh. That's hefty, guys. So we can play reactively. A little small card will kill this. So I think having the option of Bungee Plumber is good. We even could be greedier and go for the cake. Fruit cake. We can also just Eureka here. Just trying to think, like, what is Walnut going to play on turn 3? There's also cards like, well, Sunny or Shroom. We can always Fruitcake next turn. I'm going to do the half measure. I'm going to play Teleportation Zombie and hold for either Bungee or Eureka. Nice to get the Eureka, get a few more options in our hand. Why not? Yeah, so it looks like Bungee Plumber is going to be effective at making this lane go face again. So here's another 5 damage. Ridiculous. So far, so good. How did I get to rank 40? I've just kind of been playing. You know, I was traveling, so I was just playing in the airport and
You should
stuff.
react to Purple Greens. Guy who worked on Ohio mod. New video on all the plant overshoot animations. There are a few unused ones like Armored Walnuts animation and Dragon Fruits
I'm gonna
animation.
pass here. We actually have a play even if he removes the Teleportation Zombie, which is like Bungee Face and then Eureka and Fruitcake. So honestly, I'm not so worried about that. Probably developing another card is the way here. He could play his environment. Honestly, once he plays his environment, he kind of dies. I probably should just be smart in Fruitcake here, right? Alright, you know what? No risks. I should have done this first, though. Beam Me Up. Beam Me Up's the one card that I was thinking of really trying to put into this deck. I couldn't fit it. You can run Beam Me Ups instead of the Teleportation Zombies. That definitely works. I'm gonna hold the Bungee, because if we Bungee, he could block and then just get his super, and then we don't do any damage anyway this turn.
It's been about 6 years since I've subbed, but I've always been watching your videos on your 2 channels, and recently picked up Heroes again.
Cool.
Glad you see you doing amazing.
Thank you, Rudog. Really appreciate it. So he just put a walnut on. Oh my gosh! What we have Mime? We have Mime. We again have plays even if we don't. Even if he removes the 1/5, which is expensive for Wall Knight to do. I mean, removing a 1/5 costs at least 3. Bruh. Extra bonus attacks. We'll take it. So this is pretty harsh here. This has got to be correct, right? We can do 6. We can actually, with this play, do 6 damage. This is right, though. Why no Lurch for lunch? Well, all the other cards in the deck are better. You gotta always ask instead of what? We have 40 cards in the deck. I know I'm a bit of a smart aleck, but it's true. The deck is full. You have enough bonus attacks from the environments with the Neutron and from the Gadget Scientist that it just didn't seem worth it to run more cards with dedicated bonus attacks, you know? There's only so many bonus attacks you can do. You can run in a deck since bonus attacks require cards to already be developed. I'd rather have cards that really add attack so the Gadget Scientist can win more effectively. That is okay. We also have just double Bungee to face here. Sheesh. Okay. Do we just Bungee him in the face until he shuts up? Is that the play here? Uh? Uh? I don't know. I don't actually know. Man, he's healing a lot here. Yeah, let's go for it. Give me those ones. Give me that one. God damn it. So he's actually healing for 6. Heal is something that can hurt this deck a lot, so. If we top deck a Gadget Scientist, I think we're gonna be fine because we have a Mime on the board. It's gonna do a lot of damage. That is not what we needed. Ooh. We're getting healed here is the problem. What am I gonna do here? The opponent's healing for 8 right now, and it's gonna be 10 next turn. Unfortunately, we did not get any of our Gadget Scientists. And this lane is just protected. We didn't get our Fruitcake. It's anyway too late to get Fruitcake. This is harsh. This guy's coming back into it. I don't like it. I'm gonna save this for for an environment, so I guess we'll just spam one of these to protect our face here. This is gonna be really, really hard to win though. Hell no. The helicopter doesn't even have a lane right now. I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Even this turn, a gadget would have gone a really long way, but we just did not get it. Why is he moving that? Okay. I actually don't have enough of the helicopter now, unfortunately. It's gonna be the beam me up. Opponent's back up to 20 health, unfortunately. I don't think there's any way out. Bruh, come on, bruh. Okay. So now we have to block. We don't have a chance anymore, unfortunately. Too bad, so we're going. I feel like the deck actually performed pretty well, but they just needed the gadgets and did not get it. Oh, I forgot to block that. Whoops. I don't know what I was doing. I just threw there. It's fine. We didn't block anyway, so this 5 damage would have killed us. So. That is okay. We're gonna win the next one, guys. Don't even worry about it. It's the same dude. Is it the same dude? Turd. What is going on with this? It's not the same dude. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Getting a 1 would be nice. 2, 3, 4 though looks really good. Alright. Question is, should I start going face with this? I don't think I will. Because if it's little damage, just going to give him too much block meter. We can always play this, let's say, on turn 4. You're a little bit late to the party, but that is okay. It's cool, like, we can teleport this in now on turn 3, because even if he hammers, our 1/5 will have 1+2, which is a really strong play. Oh yeah, I'm not worried, guys. I'm still very confident in the 8 and 2 here. Don't you worry. So we actually have this play now. Let's see what happens here. I think I'm going to be saving the neutron for later. He's just clogging this line. We're going to let this die. And I am just going to draw some cards here. Bro. Stop it. It's buffing his Triceratop extra, actually, from the Gatekeeper. Maybe that wasn't smart. I could have gone, like, Neutron Sugary Treat there. That was probably the play, is Neutron Sugary Treat into these bonus attacks. Oh, la da 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 da. See what he does. Okay. Bro! Bro, cringe! So, hit him with this. Hell yeah. Oh, that's really, really effective. Sheesh. Yeah, well, I'll take the strike since it's going face. Let's add 5 damage to the situation. Be nice if it was the science card since we have the gadget coming up. Helicopter's on deck. We also get another gadget. Definitely not going to gadget quite yet. You're one of those. But we have the perfect answer to that. We also have a bungee if he adds another minion here, so... we should have the 7 to face. Pretty much. There's another play. If we do 7... Gadget Scientist will do 4 here. Oh, come on. Just stop it, bro. So this always happens. So we're doing 6. 6 and 4 and 2. This is almost for sure going to be... Well, it's 1 shot, 2 shots. It's probably going to get blocked now. Wait, but does it work like this? I think this way works. This way is guaranteed now. Because that's 6. And now we'll have 2 plus 4. Well, he needs to California roll now. Which he probably will not. I'm going to add this to the equation, too. Just to chump block this lane here. Should win. Got him. Alright, just like that. The burst potential, the amount that you're doing from the end of one turn when you're playing your fruitcakes and you're playing your environments and your sugary treats at attack, and then you hit them immediately with gadget, which means everything that went face last turn automatically doubles up. The burst potential of this deck is really ridiculous, especially because to add, 2 or 3 attack, it only costs 2 with the Meteor Z's and the sugary traits. Haven't even seen Drone Engineer. I can't wait to show you that setup for turn 2. Hello, Lucky. We might get like a live donation. I don't know. We might get family members making random appearances on the PvZ Hero stream today. Once again, I am in Minnesota visiting some family. Please read the rules of the stream if you're new. See someone asking for matches. That is against the rules. I've got to get a minion here, so pretty bad mulligan hand here. Hopefully it will improve. I'm thinking of holding the neutron and just going for summoning. Well, summoning's sort of better next turn because it deals with Twin Sunflower. I guess we'll just do this. And we can very easily top deck a 2-drop. No, basically all the 2-drops except for Fruitcake in this deck are gonna work well with this. Fry lore. That's interesting. So, Bungie's okay here. I think just Bungie. We'll save the summoning. We'll save the summoning. We just need one of our early game minions just not getting it. Whoa, really weird game, but we'll be able to rely on Helicopter Burst. It means if this is a 12 damage combo, it's kind of like Trickster. It means I should really be trying to cycle down to 12 empty block meter. That's a really cool 3 damage. Love to see it. So here's 3. Proc the block. And we're actually just 1 damage away from a helicopter combo being lethal. So, you know, they're probably gonna... Who knows? Weed Whack would be the best one for the opponent here. Godify Mog, it just doesn't really do enough. Would actually like our minions to get cleared here so we have a clean turn 6-7 victory. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just chip a little bit more so we're not so reliant on a block meter helicopter block meter problem. I think it's a good Bungie. We have the fruitcake. I think I'm gonna Bungie this one, since this will die to the goat. Well, for just fruitcake, the huge card that is played next turn. I like how the drone engineer is getting the value growing these cards too, just making more threats to face. I actually have a gadget now for 7. Hard to say it's worth it. Opponent could Brainana here, which is okay. They're still going to be taking 3. This will go up to 4. There's the Brainana. Decides not to protect face though. I think that was a game-losing mistake. Because now what? Now what? I could literally just... I think I just gadget and I win. Get a science. There's a lot of 1-cost science cards, which is cool. That is not science. Oh, man. Decent Mog. No. So the question is, should I be playing around Dragon and Brainana? I probably should. We could just go phase here. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Doesn't really matter the order. I'd say the Neutron is more likely to live, which is actually better than this 2-3. So that'll go up to 3-2. Proc the block. Thank you, Lord McBree. Honestly, if they dragon, this is rough. If the opponent has a dragon, right? If Brainana's not a problem, Dragon is gonna make this game really difficult. That is fine. I don't care about the Brainana. That's okay. So if we get one more gadget, we win. We're probably just playing for fruitcake now. I don't think Helicopter ever does enough here. The cool thing now is that Dragon doesn't do anything. You need a 1-drop plus a Dragon, so let's just play for 3 times lethal, and there's that. Does he have the 1-drop? For the save. No. So Chimney Sweep gets it done. Heck yeah, wow. They didn't have the Dragon last turn, huh? Opponent literally top decked a Dragon 1 turn too late. Actually lucky to win that one, because that was kind of rough. Opponent, this opponent and then the one that beat us, it just seems like they're able to do a lot to slow us down early. Most decks not that good at doing this, but if you have like a lot of little removal cards and stuff like that, slowing this deck down is the way to beat it. To be perfectly honest, I like having the helicopters in this deck to have a way of finishing in case they slow you down. That's sort of the idea, but you're usually not even using the helicopters. You're usually like just setting up a gadget on an already established board, which is cool that you have 2 ways to win, I guess. I think there's just more Brainanas now. It feels like whenever I'm playing Helicopter, I'm just running into Brainana. Alright, so this is pretty cool. All these cards are really, really good. I need to mulligan something, though, because we really need a 1-drop. So, do I need removal, or do I think I'm going to get rid of the fruitcake here? Alright, it's not a bad hand. Just having some 1s. On turn 1 and 3, specifically, it just gives us more flexibility. We will be doing the typical drone engineer. The thing I like against Guardian heroes is that they're often like, you know, you're playing your drone engineer in lane 4, so it buffs all your science minions during the attack phase before this dies, which is in the last lane. You know, very often a play here would be Spikeweed Sector, and you have just a really immediate answer to that, which is very cool. There's Triceratops. Honestly, this deck is pretty good against Triceratops because this deck just it just hits harder. Is really what goes on. So I'm gonna develop my tempo and let him respond to that. Next turn really is when we're really gonna start playing reactively. We have this fruitcake, so the little bit of bullseye, that was a really bad turn 3 play from the opponent. The little bit of bullseye that we are taking is not really doing that much. Where our damage is, look how hard this damage is stacking from the drone engineer here. So we're probably going to, it grows us again, it's so annoying. We're probably going to fruitcake the Triceratops, and either fruitcake the second card he plays. It's nothing really, Bananasaurus Rex, I don't know. I'm probably just going to give one of the cards a buff. We actually are thinking about lethal already. So if this turn we're doing, let's just do some calculations here. We could even just not mulligan, you should have photoed this so I can't fruitcake it. So if I fruitcake this now and give a buff, so this is gonna do 5, and then next turn it's gonna be 5, 3, and 2. This is like lethal already. I know this is crazy. The opponent would have to roll double 3s to survive. But again, it's 5, 10, 3, and 2. Look at this play, guys. We're just ignoring the Triceratops. I don't care. We're buffing this. Grew it, doesn't even matter. Opponent has to roll double 3s on this next shot in order to survive. The opponent had 15 health on turn 4. Like, in most matches, that is like the safest situation you can be in. But in this deck, man, it's growing it. I don't even care. I don't even care. Do I look like I care? In fact, this is guaranteed. Yeah, it's guaranteed. You can't even roll double 3s because the drone engineer grew both of these cards. We don't even need the gadget hit face anymore. And that's that. It's just that easy. This is such a fast winning science deck, man. Oh, love it. Abso-freaking-lutely love it. Get wrecked. 15-0 on basically on turn 4. We played our turn 5 play without giving the opponent a chance to respond. It's just that easy. God damn. I love this deck. I love, in a way, I like this better than the Immorticia, even though it has Area 22, which set up really, really well with all the science cards, including especially the helicopters, because that's like a guaranteed 8 damage when you hit him with that. I'm just going to make that the highlight intro. Let's go. Yep. Good call, everyone yelling at me at lane 2. Even if we hadn't had the boss, man. Anyway, got him. Oh. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. I think this is fine. Spit out will likely have an answer to our neutron. Maybe I should have mulliganed a little bit, because I should have at least mulliganed the healthy trade, because this spit out usually has an answer to that. Alright, little mistake. Let's see if we top deck a 2. That would be nice. If not, it's just summoning and bungee. Less summoning on the ground since we have the environment. It's really sad. Oh boy. Honestly, that was a miss mulligan, a misplay that I think is gonna end up costing me here. He's beam me up better than Candy, so it's better to buff one of your cards, especially one of your bullseye cards, rather than add beam me up. But if you don't have the sugary treat's better. Let's face it, guys. They're real bad. There's a fruitcake, a much needed fruitcake. So we'll go like 2+2, I think. Turning this into a threat that he has to remove, I think is a good idea. Sheesh, okay. I think it's okay. Takes damage, and it's gonna take the banana bomb hitting this instead of you. Opponent blocks the forest, so it's really annoying that the opponent, we California rolled on us getting a really unlucky summoning. So we're not getting too between that and the mulligan, this game's not going particularly well. Fruitcake's good in this deck because you're playing it, getting value, and then before they can utilize the card since this deck wins so quickly. I agree. So we're making 5, so we actually have a cool play which is 2-2-1. So I think that's what I'm going to do. She's so annoying, bro. Okay. Do I have to fruitcake this? Gosh.
Banana bomb go burr.
The opponent's just having a lot of answers. Thank you, C jokes. Opponent has a lot of answers to our cards here, though. So we have the environment play for 4+4. Could really actually use helicopter because we're the opponent's still at 16. Well, you're running sizzle, really, really, bro. Okay. So that's 4-4. That did 8 damage. I mean, that got us now into the game. 16 at this stage of the game, not, but 8, man. I'll take 8. In fact, 5 and 2 just wins sometimes. Should I go like this so we can go 5-2-2? I don't think so. I think we just need to have reach. So this is 2 bungees. The opponent already used both of the removal supers. The last 2 are Bubble and Rain. Yeah, I know. Get sizzled, man. The opponent really needs to... we're doing a bonus attack. No, we're not. That should do it, though. Well, Bubble. There always is Bubble. I could just do this next turn, though. It's better to just wait and do this next turn. The only thing is if the opponent has Poppin' Poppies in hand and then gets Bubble, then we have to do this right now. There's no point in bunging this. It doesn't make any difference. If we do this and the opponent does have Bubble... Alright, let's go. Sizzle should try. Okay. Yeah, well, he wanted to cover the environment. Doesn't really make sense when he has 2 health. If the opponent, the only healing card Spadal runs is Poppin' Poppies, so unless they have that right now, you dig it. Or some conjured dragon, yeah, exactly. Should have this guy. He probably should not have prioritized the environment and prioritized the guy hitting his face. Agreed. It looks like this guy just quit. The man threw his phone into the lake. You guys know how this goes. We doing it every day over here in the Frime upstream. Causing lake pollution. Lack-a-day? Lackadaisical. See ya.
Think about this. Turn 4 umbrella plus 3 nut. It is probably a bad idea.
It's a cute idea. But yeah, man. Umbrella is just not a good enough card in itself. Once you're relying on 3 nut for Umbrella to even be decent, Umbrella is such a major problem as a card. Because it's a 1-cost card that gets removed by anything in the game for free. Any removal card kills the Umbrella. It doesn't really help anything, you know? It's like, don't have any wave deal 1 damage. It's like... Brett. So this is cool. Do we look for a 1? What is there anything we really want to bungee on turn 1? I'm gonna not go for bungee. That is better. Yes. So we'll spam this. I'll probably just go for the environment here since there's, if he doesn't have a click P. Oh, sheesh. Okay. Never mind. It's nice that he doesn't have this for our turn 2 gravestone. It's pretty effective. Question is what lane? I'm gonna try to keep things on the ground. I'll play this more to the left because Drone Engineer, if we get one, wants to be on the right. Admiral. Admiral Navy Bean. So we'll go for 1+2. I don't want the Navy Bean doing too much face damage here. Kind of hoping he plays Coffee Grounds. That would be amazing. So annoying. Bro, I can't. Now I can't even make these plays. What am I gonna do here? Do I just pass? I don't know. Oh, this black IP just punished us so bad. I can't play any cards. I have to just pull this off and kill it. If I can. I don't know if I can. It's a 2 and 2. That's the option. Could you not do some BS right now? No Grave Flick. Thank you! Another black IP though. Ow. Cool. It's a 2-2. Just to give us a play in case he bounces their 3-3. Yeah, lots of black IPs. That's why it's nice to just play tempo. But we tried to make a teleport play and the opponent just had blow. I probably should have just played around that. Here's the bounce. I'm gonna have to bungee. It's Eureka. Actually, Backup Dancers was decent there because it prevents 3 damage and does 3 to face. So, yeah, probably dumb. This thing is just out of control right now. We need a fruitcake real bad. Real bad. There's Gadget. So just all of a sudden now, there is a lot of hope here. This is 8. I'm just doing that to protect, and we're gonna go for the backup dancers, like after he plant foods here. We have to not die this turn to plant food. If he goes for it, we'll probably win, because it's gonna be 4, 4, and 3. Easy. Okay. So this is gonna be... God, come on, man. Hell no. Here's the play. Backup dancers. Pretty much getting it done. Still no fruitcake, which is the only way Brainstorm can really deal with Black Eyed Pea. So Gadget does 4 and 3. We're so close to lethal here. We can go like 5 and 1, I guess. But it doesn't seem to have... Because this brings the opponent down to 1 and we can just bungee, I guess. Problem is we always die to plant food. Should I try to play around plant food is the real question. Doesn't feel like the opponent's running it. So we'll see. This is probably our best shot at winning. If I were to front this now to play around plant food, and the opponent then bounces this, we don't really have a path to victory at that point. The opponent definitely is running a lot of bounces, which would mess up the play if I didn't play the gadget here. Opponent has not shown us any sign of having a plant food. It's possible, but this is probably the way we win. Brainan also wins the game for the opponent here. So, those are the two things that get us. That is not going to be enough. Yes! Bounce! Playing around the right card. But nice try, dude. Nice try. He's so scared. Of course he's scared. Bungee! The reach is real. Let's go. Yes. 5 and 1. Made the right choice. Yes. That was a close one, though. We will get rid of these helicopters. Double drone engineer is interesting. I think let's go for it. We'll have a superpower. I'm not so sure about spamming this to face against Wall Knight. Since Wall Knight has so many protective, healing, you know, preventing damage abilities, you don't want to give him extra block meter charge. It will probably like spam. This play is very bad into Twin Sunflower, by the way, but I've learned with this deck not to play around it. You very often have a fruitcake to deal with the card they play the next turn after the Twin Sunflower, the big card. Setting up a drone engineer on turn 2, it's just worth it. You need the tempo. This is a tempo deck after all. The cool thing is now if they were to set up something that we could summoning into it. If the opponent set up like a Twin Sunflower or whatever. So, I don't think I'm gonna do this quite yet. I mean, we have 2/2 next turn. I think I might as well, actually. It's not doing any damage to face here. But, it'll come into play next turn. Oh, man. Is another drone engineer better, or is this play better? I'm gonna play on curve. And these cards all become insane this turn. They're all buffing each other. Alright, it's A.O. Gooch. It's worth it for a fruitcake because he's not going to be drawing cards. This would have blocked this drone engineer twice. So now this will, what, proc the blocking? The triple buffs,
Played
look at
this
it.
guy a few games ago. 80% sure he's sniping. Expect lots of Trichera.
Trichera? Did I really play this guy before? Was it a Wall Knight? Oh, you're right. I did play this guy. It was the Wall Knight that almost beat us. With all, it had all the little kernel pulse and stuff. It's okay. We're beating him. It's alright. Yeah, nice environment, bro. We'll just do this now. It adds damage. You can save it for the neutron, but why bother? So, it's so strong. Die. Now, this weakling just proccing the block and giving stats to the first two, so that's cool. It's like this chicken's not getting it done, though. Kind of wish I had the neutron instead. It would be so strong by now. Really cool that the opponent already used their ultimate power. No way to prevent all that damage anymore. I think the Wall Knight matchup is not great because there's answers to gravestones, there's just a lot of healing and a lot of damage prevention. Yeah, we're getting close here. Okay, you're running Cuke, nice. Here's two. Sniper, don't snipe, please. Hey, da, 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 da. Drone engineer and gadget scientists are underrated. I am beginning to believe that. Yeah, kind of annoying. Kind of. This is why we should never play the same person twice, I agree. Yep. 2, 3 bullseye, another 2, and that'll do it, folks. That'll do it. I like how this is in lane 1, so the opponent doesn't even have a chance to block here. Get wrecked! Not in lane 1, but in the first lane. You guys know what I'm saying. Yes!
Tactical Cuke.
Tactical get a life. How about more like that? How about tactical stop running Starch Lord? Maybe that'll be a good play. Potato. Goddamn potato. Yeah, Starch Lord's so OP, right? This is not the same Wall Knight. Finally. Pretty good hand. I will spam you on turn 1. 6 and 1. These games are going fast too, man. We're under an hour. We had a lot of stream setup time. We're probably actually closer to like 40, 45 minutes now. Very cool indeed. So I think the environment, it's a good, you know, aggressively. Us passing also means he can't really play like Twin Sunflower. And then it also is good reactively, so that's awesome. Yeet! Opponent's down to 10. That was turn 2, guys! He's down to 10 and it's turn 2! It's crazy. Question is, what is the play? So it's 2 plus 1. The question is, what 2? Which 2? Fruitcake is too ambitious. I'm gonna just do it like this to proc the block, and we'll start. He'll kill the 4-2 here, but it's okay. Yeah, I know. You know what? It's possible there's a better card than Helicopter in this deck. I don't know what it's gonna be. It seems like, yeah, we haven't really used the Helicopters much. It's nice to know that you don't have to do all the damage early, but that's just... the deck does it anyway. It's a nice convenience just in case, but this just wins so fast, man. This deck is goofy, it really is. It's weird how it's so effective. This deck list actually wasn't easy to make. I think the deck now with this deck list is very easy to play. I was doing all kinds of things. I was experimenting with all kinds of stuff. I wasn't running as many neutrons. I was trying to only run 3 sugary treats and then three of the I was thinking about running Con Man. It could be Con Man literally on one would just be better. So here's a big decision. Do we go face? Oh, we're going face. Believe me. I have 2 fruitcakes, so there's nothing that he's going to play that's going to be scary enough for me to not take the free damage there. We basically won already. There's Neutron. I will take it. So we have, you know, fruitcake and bungee. We can fruitcake wherever he plays here in bungee, and that's enough damage right there. We got this one, guys. Got this. Because some of the bullseye opponents don't actually block a whole lot in a lot of these games. Obviously, it depends. You know, I haven't even experimented with Beam Me Up, to be honest. No! Stop healing. You're so annoying. This man is the most annoying man ever. He's extra annoying man. Gadget just wins right now. Do I bungee this? Do I bungee this? I think I do. We don't want him playing like Astrovera next turn. It's smart. I'll take the damage. Wow. That is very cool indeed. I feel like even if he removes this, we have a play of 2 + 2 to clear this lanes. It's going to be so expensive to remove this that this will basically just win no matter what. Best case scenario now. There's that. That's 3. But now he has 3 to deal with a fruitcake. God damn it. Really, bro? Oh my god. Come on, man. That is like the only thing that makes him survive there is exactly Hammer, Primal Walnut. Think about what other 2 cards he could have there with 6 Sun that actually get it done. Come on, man. Wow. Wow, wow. For fudge's sake. Bro. Oh. What? We're going to gadget, I think, next turn. We still should win with just fruitcake environment. We'll do 4 + 5. Come on, man. It's turn 7, so there's no Astrovera. We should be good. Oh my god. Hell no, man. What am I... Do we still have this? What if I fruitcake this lane? Play an environment to clear this. Play it here. I think we still have this, guys, after all that. Because we can always play that into... We're going to play it here so we do more damage. That dies. And just like that, we still win. It doesn't matter, man. Do you think it matters? It doesn't matter. He needs to California roll. Let's see if that happens, man. Oh, it's guaranteed. Got him. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. Science so underrated. Science underrated, guys. That was nuts. That was not a very strategic Galactic Cactus left alive there. Man, we got him, bros. Got him. That's highlight comp. That ain't even... That's highlight comp. Oh, I'm gonna put that in the fail comp, actually, because that's fun. Wait. He said we need more... We need more highlights? I forget. My editor's like, do we need more highlights or fail? I don't remember what he told me. We're running low on one of them. Oh, yes. Oh, man. They got the helicopters. Maybe. Have we even played helicopter today? It's not just in this stream. If it was just me playing 8 games, I would say helicopter's still important. But honestly, I played this deck a bunch offline, and there's almost there. It doesn't. It's funny, but the helicopters don't seem to be as good. And maybe Beam Me Up is better. It's possible. Beam Me Up allows you to play more greedily with your like teleportation zombies. I don't know. It's a hand. Why is everyone Wall Knight? This is like the 5th Wall Knight match. Come on, bro. I'm spamming us on 1 just so we have some chance of having plays here. The opponent's removing that, so we're just going to rely on top decks and, I don't know, Eureka, I guess. I'd love to top deck a 2-drop here. Please. Yes. Yes. That'll get right there. Is this going on YouTube? Hell yeah, it's going. Even if we lose next 2 games, still going on YouTube. Let's go. So we got Eureka Plus. Come right up. The Sugary Tree is going to make this into a 4-6 bullseye. It's harsh. Oh, this guy's not going to block this game. Yes, Eureka first. And we'll do the one that adds more. It's not a terrible card. This Abracadabra is interesting here. So it's turn 4. We don't really have a combo. If we... This 6 plus 6 plus 2 wins the game. So if the opponent doesn't actually remove this right now, we win. We win with Fruitcake. Fruitcake environment into Gadget is guaranteed. God damn it. This might be a game where... I didn't play around Shamrocket. I probably should have. I got too greedy. What can I even say? Should I set this up? I think I'm going to set it up. We're not going to have a chance to set this up later. I'm probably going to play around Spikeweed Sector even though I did set this up. So we'll go like 3 and 2. It's fine. It's the last time we're going to be able to play that. So now it's 4. You guys might see the helicopter game now. See how much he heals here. Ugh. It's a helicopter for sure. Rocket. Yep, that's gonna do it. He's not gonna heal for too much this turn. That's guaranteed with helicopter. So again, this is a game where we ended up with a kind of mediocre starting hand. We only had 2 early minions. He was able to remove one with a Galactic Cactus, remove the other one with a Shamrocket, and a helicopter gadget scientist. Where'd all your health go, bro? That's my point. Yes. So again, is it worth running 4 helicopters for that? Probably not. Maybe this deck should have 2 and then have 2 of a different power card. I'm not sure what it would be. Is Beam Me Up really right? Maybe just Con Man, you know? You know what? Because it's the last game, let's just see how Quick Draw Con Man works in this deck. I know it's not a science card. It'd be cool if there was, but this is the only real science 1-drop. I don't really see... I mean... We're gonna run Con Man and see how that performs. It's a bullseye card. It lowers the win condition, the burst, and all that. We do a Fruitcake. We can give it some extra stats. It can't do the bonus attacks, but it's fine. So the bets are already yes. Let's try this new version of the deck. I won't even make a new deck list. If someone skips to the end, I don't care. Fry, I swear everyone's gonna play this deck tomorrow. It's really not that hard of a deck to play. It's just a little bit of knowledge in terms of, am I gonna go for environment this turn or am I gonna spam, you know? But that's not that complicated. So the answer is yes, I will reward the channel points to the 62% of believers. Congratulations. Such a cool deck, though. It's so simple. That's the cool thing about it. It's just like the most simple science deck. The key, though, the thing that this science deck has that no other science deck ever tried is the 4 neutrons and the 4 sugary trees and the 4 meteor Z's. People, that it feels really excessive, but it's not. It's what makes this deck work. It's the burst. Jabber. This is a really, really... Why is it all wall knights, though? That's a really good... This is an example of having 3 really good early game cards. You just hold on to Gadget Scientists. That's our win condition now. Conman, again, besides for being an overall solid card, the one slot in this deck, sometimes this Neutron Imp is just not very effective. I could have gone for an environment there, actually, instead of the Drone Engineer. I should have at least thought about it. It'll be actually more effective this turn, because these bonus attacks are going to be a lot heftier. It's actually 1+2, which is so cool. This is going to do a 3 bonus attack, and then a 4. Oh, man. Look at this go. And if I'm super greedy, I'll go for the Sugary Treat. Bruh. Should we go for the Sugary Treat? Should I put it on this one? I feel like this gets blocked next turn. He's gonna play an environment, though. Yeah. I'm gonna actually buff the Conman. I don't want to put too many eggs in one basket. This Conman is a 4... With 1 Sugary Treat, it's a 4/4 that does extra damage between turns. Like, bruh. Do we get a 2? We do! We do get a 2. A nice little bullseye. Welcome, Silenzio. Bruh. So here's 6. Got him. So this'll happen. This'll probably proc the block. And the Conman does die here. No, but Gadget's guaranteed. GG, 9-1. It doesn't matter. No, that doesn't matter. You can heal as much as you want, bro. It's not gonna help. It's not gonna help. Not even close. Wee, yippee, woo! Look what turn it is, guys. Turn 5. With the overkill. All right, guys. I think we're in the science era. Honestly, the decks, the Immorticia deck again. You can look up the Immorticia science deck I posted in the past year. If you're watching this on YouTube. That one was much more late game and revolved more around the helicopters. It also had Area 22, which is a very strong card, but I think, if anything, the Meteor Z and the Sugary Trees are stronger because they only cost 2. They're so cheap. And then there's a lot of plays where you have the option of playing one of these, or you're playing Fruitcake. That's very often what your turn 4 is. If they play this big card and it gets in your way, you basically delete it for free, and if not, you're just slamming damage into them, and it all gets doubled the next turn. So simple, so effective. I think the bungees are good to deal also with the little Admiral Navy Beans and little things, and it allows you to proc a block if you need to. It allows you to hit face if they just have 2 health, which let's face in this deck, they're gonna be low. I'm guessing this version with the Conman, being that we only ended up even playing Helicopter once in 10 games. I'm guessing this version with the Conman is more effective, but I'm sure there's other things that I haven't thought of that would probably even work better in this deck. Hope you guys enjoyed. That was the Professor Brainstorm Crazy Scientist deck. Absolutely amazing. Of course, that's going on YouTube. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace from Minneapolis. This is Fry.